All right, so this is the DB podcast, the dark podcast. When you gaze into the abyss, when you gaze into the abyss gazes back into you, and when the abyss gazes back into you, you gaze back into the abyss, and whatever's within the darkness shines within the light. Okay, so Bobby, you mentioned something about them being underground in the government facilities. They're doing experiments on them, military experiments. Not just military experiments. What about the other 3 little agencies though? They're probably running experiments on them too. Buying them. That's what the trafficking ring is about. Okay. That's what's happening in Stranger Things with Will and Will and with 11 basically. Yeah, that's how she got that's how they usually do it. But in reality though, okay, cool. Okay, they experiment on them, and if they have babies, okay, they harvest them in those energy plants or those facilities. Okay, Bobby, is that you, or is it Jake? Samantha. Okay, Samantha got it. Samantha, is that you, Samantha? No. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, cool. All right, bet. So if they're in control, or they're controlling these experiments, kids, plants, and they're hiding them on the ground, then the trafficking ring is a military, government, and military thing, operation. Exactly. That fucking makes sense. So Stranger Things is a documentation of how abilities work in the general society, as well as within underground facilities, the government and 3 later agencies, and 13 bloodlines, as well as the bourgeois and the covens, cults, and Kabbalah is running. Okay, cool. If you don't know what the fuck that is, study. Okay? Samantha, she is basically sponsoring that. You should study. You can't, no. Okay, Samantha says you can study. You don't have to though. The episodes will like explain it. Yeah. Basically announce the information anyways. Introduce you to it. Yeah. That's true, Bobby. Exactly. So in Stranger Things, this is how these offsprings, basically 11 and Will, are able to utilize their psychological abilities. And if for whatever reason this entity detaches from Will, and he still has his abilities, because it is possible for the abilities to go dormant again. He would be able to see in all dimensions and realms. In the dimension. Okay, he'd be able to see in all realms and worlds within the dimensions that he's accessed with his true sight, which is what does that refer to in spirituality? A seer. Okay, seer. Got it. So he's a vision. Oh, it's also known as a visionary in literacy. In literature, he's a visionary in literature, and as well as in physics, he'd be known as what? True sight. Okay, cool. True sight. Within the ethereal realm, which is a realm that mortals can access with their synthetic /cloned / artificial spirits. Cloned artificial spirits. Okay, cool. Because they don't have a soul. Exactly. That's why the series cinema, known as Stranger Things, is aired, okay, documenting or showing, okay, the ethereal fourth dimensional world, okay, known as the underground, okay, the shadow realm, okay, cool, which can be accessed through the subconscious mind, exactly, which is the unconscious. Okay, cool. The realm of the unknown. Yeah. Okay. So stay tuned and keep watching. Next episode. Boom.